the national anthem and lack of patriotism.
This president tweeted just moments ago, again, NFL attendance and ratings are way down. Boring games, yes, but many stay away because they love our country. League should back U.S.
But our next guest blames these players for social justice warring. Here to explain, Fox News contributor and executive director of the Black Sphere, Kevin Jackson. Kevin, good morning. Obviously, the president tripling down this morning in his response to Roger Goodell and other NFL teams. You say they're social justice warring. What do you mean?
Well, good for him for doing this. This has been long overdue, Pete. A lot of people in America have been talking about going to sports and only watching sports games, and these guys have said, no, this is our time to speak out. And the fact of the matter is, it isn't their time to speak out. These guys are protesting the national anthem, something that's been happening at games in this country since the beginning of sports. And suddenly, these guys now want to become social justice warriors, and for all the wrong reasons. So I love that Donald Trump has finally said, like he's done with immigration, like he's done with Obamacare and other political issues, you know what? The political correct nature of sports needs to be addressed. We need to start looking at this country and becoming patriots again, standing for the flag and what it means, and quite frankly, honoring the tradition of sports. Sport is a meritocracy where people have, effectively, you get to play this sport because of the people that stand behind the flag.
Right.
Kevin, when you now were in the streets in St. Louis, very quickly, the protesters there wanted some form of local police accountability. They wanted subpoena power for a civilian review board, right? They had an actual issue. Do these athletes taking a knee, do they do anything for those social justice warriors?
No, they do nothing for them. And one of the points I was going to make the other day when I was on was that these guys act as if they are running into these types of problems daily. They're not. And I would defy Stephen Curry or Kaepernick or any of these athletes that call themselves social justice warriors to name me the last person shot in any city, shot and killed by another black person or somebody else. If you care, they would care about all the crime that exists in every city in this nation. Cleveland, Ohio, I guarantee you that LeBron James can't tell you who got shot last night, and he wouldn't care. And Stephen Curry couldn't tell you who was killed in San Francisco or any other location. But they act as if they care about this stuff, and they act as if there's some problem with policing when the real problem are the problems in the community that they should be solving. I'll give you one other point. None of these guys are going to donate one penny to the cities that have had to make massive payouts. St. Louis has paid out $900,000 to the family of Anthony Lamar Smith. Do you see any of these guys matching it? They paid out $1.5 million to Michael Brown Jr.'s family. Two people who tried to kill police officers got payouts, and you can bet Stephen Curry and those guys will not open their wallets to help the cities repay this money back.
Well, the president is saying this is about respect for this country, but some of the media are saying that the president is making this about race. This is just one example of that from the media, from an op-ed. It says there's something far more pernicious here. Both the NFL and the NBA are sports in which the vast majority of the players are black and the vast majority of the owners are white. When you make comments about how the athletes in predominantly black pro sports leagues should just be happy with what they have and not complain, you aren't doing it by accident. You really believe it. Your thoughts, Kevin?
Nice try for the lefties to try to pull this nonsense. Look, we know the overwhelming, and in sports, it's overwhelmingly minorities, black and some Latinos, not necessarily Latinos from the United States, but we know this. So this idea that suddenly Donald Trump's attacking sports for this reason is ridiculous. We have a president who's standing up for the flag in America, and we have leftists attacking him. We have young black kids who've gotten an opportunity to do something that people would dream to do, and they would happily stand with their hands over their heart to celebrate a nation that would allow that. And suddenly, the president is the bad guy, the sports are the bad guys, the white guys who hire these young black athletes in overwhelming numbers are the bad guys. You're not going to convince me of that, and America's not convinced. And I'm going to tell you something, it's going to reflect itself in the football ratings, which will be lower this Sunday, and ultimately in the NBA.
So you'll be standing today, what it sounds like, Kevin.
I stand every day for this country, Abby. I love this country.
Are you going to watch? Are you going to watch games today?
Opportunity.
Kevin,
I've quit watching football since the Kaepernick incident, and I did a social media test, and many people like me have done the same.
It's true.
All right, Kevin, good to have you on.